ask about that. You have something like 180 charges against you right now, including some terrorism charges. I wanted to ask, how does it feel to be the only person in history to wait until they're 70 years old to become a terrorist?
Well, Jeremy, 180 and on a daily basis going up. I'm soon to hit my double century. Look, it is sad really in a way because it's just made a mockery of our whole justice system. Because the guys who are running the show right now, they are so petrified of elections, which are to be held in October, that they're petrified of losing. Because, in the by-elections in the last few months, out of 37 by-elections, we won 30 of them. And remember, this is despite them being supported by the umpires, by the election commission, by the establishment. And so the only way they want to now allow the elections to take place is that I should be in jail or I should be disqualified, because they do not want me in the election race. And hence these cases, and hence this crackdown on my entire party, where thousands are in jail, and either they're underground or they're in jail.
It does is charged with terrorism. I guess my question is, am I a terrorist now for talking to you, like for interviewing you in this way? Like, am I allowed to come to Pakistan at some point?
Well, Jeremy, right now, if you're a journalist and you talk about me positively, you will be in trouble. Four of our top journalists, four have left the country. One is on this panel right now, Mohit Pirzada. But then one of our best one last year, he was slapped with sedition cases and so on, and he had to leave the country, and then he was murdered in Kenya. And I think that's one of the most tragic things that happened, because he was our best investigative journalist. Meanwhile, the other outstanding journalist in our country, who has the highest viewership on YouTube, he's disappeared for 2 months. So, no one knows. Yeah, Imran Riaz, he's disappeared, and his wife and his children, what they must be going through right now. When you don't know where they are, if you know they're in prison, at least you know where they are. But when they disappear, I think people go through the worst nightmare, as his family is going through.
One of the strangest parts, I was reading all about like the crackdown on PTI. One of the weirdest parts of this is that it's actually illegal in the media for people to say their name or show your picture. Is that true?
Well, they've been threatened. The media houses and the top anchors were all called in a meeting. The meeting was very short, 4 minutes, I'm told, and they were ordered that my name was not even to be mentioned on the media.
And so people are resorting to, calling you Qasim's father or other sorts of codes for speaking about you, I believe.
It's, Jeremy, if it wasn't so tragic, it's very funny what's going on. But it is tragic because, our media, in the last 20 years especially, it really became very vibrant. In fact, went overboard at times. But, the media was able to create this sort of public awareness about political issues that never existed before. And that's the only way someone like me, an outsider, was able to win the elections. My party only grew because of the free media, the vibrant media. And so, the pillars of democracy, one is free media, the other is independent justice system. Same thing happened with our judiciary. In 2007, this movement started called the lawyers' movement. And the whole idea was that we needed to have an independent justice system. So we were progressing towards a genuine democracy. And then comes this situation right now, where we now have, the worst type of martial law. I mean, it's an undeclared martial law right now. Basically, there is no democracy left in Pakistan.
And what makes the current, so you said they have undeclared martial law. Pakistan has obviously been under martial law before in the past. Would you say these are comparable situations?
Well, General Musharraf's martial law, and that was from 99 to 2008. Now, I was his opponent. I was in the opposition. I went to jail for about 7-8 days during his martial law. But I'm telling you, that was liberal compared to what is going on right now. I mean, this is, I feel as if it's like, what people must have felt in Stalin's Soviet Union or Nazi Germany. I mean, people get picked up in the middle of the night. If they're not there, their relatives get picked up. Their houses get broken. They get robbed. Their businesses are shut. And this is anyone who has anything to do with PTI. I'm not even talking about the senior leadership. And it's happening to the workers. I mean, it's never happened in our country before. Totally, the media is controlled. The judiciary is under extreme pressure. And I must say, some of the judges, despite the pressure, are sort of giving us whatever little relief we get. But I mean, all civil liberties have gone out of the window.
Events of I believe, May 9th, where you reported to the Supreme Court and you were abducted inside of the Supreme Court, correct?
Well, I was sitting within the precincts of the Islamabad High Court. And I was sitting there to get my bail, or various bails, because every day I have my going to courts is like people going to the office. So every day I have to go to one court or the other when you have over 180 cases. So I was sitting there, and suddenly, I'm sitting in the registry office, and suddenly I see these commandos. Really, they weren't even rangers; they were commandos. And I thought, first of all, because my life is at risk according to the government,